There's several battle rules that every trainer must obey. Be best if you learn the rules that must be followed in all battles. Blah blah blah. Give it your best shot. Here's a question. What I just said applies to which battle in Pokemon? All battles! See, we're learning stuff, even though we're skimming. We don't need no real education. Your Pokemon evolution is a time for celebration. You become stronger, more attractive. Nice. So what could there possibly be to complain about? Well, for one thing, Pokemon that evolved by leveling up learn moves much more slowly than they did before they evolved. For example, Cubone can learn Bone Rush at level 41, but its evolved form Marowak can't learn that move until it reaches level 33. Aww. See? Cubone, not too fussed on Marowak. Oh, yay. But to be fair, Cubone is really cute. Even though some CPU tournaments, is that meant to be? Oh no! Why did I say? See, this is the computer nerd in me. I see cup. I think CPU. Okay. Even though some cup tournaments have level restrictions, you should consider cancelling evolution until your Pokemon have learned some desirable moves. Cancelling evolution. To stop an evolution that is in progress, simply press the B button. And I don't know about you, but I've seen some quite funny don't press the B button videos on YouTube where people have hacked in, and there's some quite funny ones out there. Before you let your Pokemon evolve, check when it will learn new moves. No need to evolve your Pokemon hastily. This kind of preliminary work is where your battle actually begins. Did you understand everything? Yes, we did. Here's a question. Cubone evolves into which kind of Pokemon? Marowak. Yay. See, we didn't even need to read that to know that answer. Special evolutions. Pokemon that evolve using a stone such as Firestone or Waterstone often learn extremely few moves after evolution. Even though some cups have level restrictions, rushing evolution may not be a good idea. Here's an example. Vulpix can use a Firestone to evolve into Ninetales, but Ninetales can learn only one move, Fire Spin. At the very least, you should have Vulpix learn Flamethrower before letting it evolve. Make your Pokemon learn the moves you want them to know before you make them evolve. On the other hand, there are some moves that can be learned only after evolution. This makes for quite a dilemma. For example, Sunken learns Giga Drain at level 46, however, if it evolves into Sunflora, at level 31 it learns Petal Dance. If you want it to learn this move, it can't learn Giga Drain. That's odd. Moves learned before evolution or those learned after evolution. Which should be learned and at what levels? Be sure to weigh all the options carefully before you evolve your Pokemon. The same goes for Pokemon that evolve through trading or tameness. I recommend that you time your evolutions based on the levels at which your Pokemon learn moves. Yes, you may ask us a question. Here's a question. When evolving Pokemon, what did I say you should consider? Moves! I really like the music they play in the background of that. It's like dun 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 dun. Type matchups, type combining.
Okay.
Pokemon. Do you know what? I don't know. Are you enjoying me reading this? You're probably not, but you know what? I'm going to carry on anyway. Pokemon and moves come in a variety of types such as normal, fire, water, grass, electric, and ghost. There are 17 types in all, but there are not any more. There's a lot more now, I'm pretty sure. The key point is that not only are Pokemon classified by type, but there are types for moves too. The combination of the type of Pokemon under attack and the type of attack move is referred to as the type matchup. If the type matchup is good, it may be possible to inflict double the damage. On the other hand, if the type matchup is bad, an attack may not... sorry, coughing. The attack may not have any effect at all. Here's an example. Water-type Pokemon are strong against fire-type attacks, but weak against grass-type attacks. Water Pokemon type, Totodile! I like Totodile. As you can see, a Pokemon type is very important when it is under attack. We have here a Fire-type move. It is super effective against Grass-type Pokemon, but weak against Water-type Pokemon. Fire-type move, Flamethrower. As you can see, a move's type becomes important when it is used for attack. Okay, give it your best shot. Did you understand everything I taught you? I see, then may I ask you a question? Here's a question! How how many types of Pokemon are there in all? There are 17, and it seems so far every single answer I've given is on the left hand side. So I don't know if that's kind of just a coincidence or like a odd little thing, but yeah, they've all been on the left so far, as if I'm recalling correctly.
Pay attention, people, please.
Exploiting the opponent's weakness. This is a basic strategy for Pokemon battles. If you use an attack that matches up favourably against the defender's type, you can inflict double the damage. For example, let's attack a flying type Pokemon with an electric type move. See. It picked on a weak spot to cause double the damage. Even Falconer, the bird user, would be aghast. So, I don't know what is that colour in the background there. There we go. Oh, it's still not fixed. Oh, I don't like that. Similarly, attacking a water type Pokemon with a grass type move, or attacking a grass type Pokemon with a fire type move, will be super effective. In contrast, if an attack is not very effective, the type matchup is bad. That means the move's impact will be half its usual level. If a move has no effect, then the type matchup is simply the worst. The move's power will drop to 0, so it will be unable to inflict any damage at all. For example, Self-Destruct is a normal type move. It has no effect on Ghost type Pokemon because that type matchup is the worst. To avoid such an embarrassing situation, read and review the material on type matchups in the library. No thanks. We kind of already know pretty much everything we need to know, even though I've already proved I'm terrible. But yeah, we're arrogant in our ways, you see. We think we know everything we don't, but we're just gonna go anyway. Self-Destruct will not work against which type of Pokemon? Ghost, which is down. Okay, that's kind of ruled out my theory of everything being on the left. Next we have type changes. Did you know that 2 new types appeared in the Gold and Silver versions? The Dark and Steel types. The Dark type is tough against the Psychic type, but weak against the Fighting type. Steel types are unaffected by poison, but weak against fire. There are also some Pokemon that have changed types. Magnemite and Magneton are 2 such Pokemon. Ah yes. Instead of being just electric type, now they are electric and steel type Pokemon. What do you think? Does the enhanced defense this gives them make this a welcome change, or do the additional matchup weaknesses outweigh the positive aspects? Type matchups have changed slightly as well. Ghost type moves are now effective against Psychic type Pokemon. Bug type moves are not as effective against Poison type Pokemon as they were before. These are some changes. Pardon? Oh, you want to know more, do you? Then off you go to the library. There you will find a whole variety of reference material, so it's an excellent place to study and review data. Huggles study. Will be Hermione, and study all the things. Where do I recommend that you study and review data? The power plant, of course, or let's go in a cave. We're going to go in a cave, be a hermit, read a lot of books, get a lot of knowledge, that type of stuff. How many? We've still got loads left, and this is going to take a while, I'm sorry guys.
Pay attention, people.
I'm sure you know about status problems. They are conditions such as poison, sleep, and burn that put you at a disadvantage in battle. But did you also know that... I missed that. Did you also know that there are other conditions that are similar to status problems? Allow me to explain. A track could cause infatuation, preventing a male Pokemon from attacking a female half the time, and vice versa. The move Nightmare works only on sleeping opponents. Each turn, it steals away a quarter of the victim's HP. The move Curse, when used by a Ghost-type Pokemon, causes the victim to lose a quarter of its HP every turn. These are only a few examples. Now this part is very important, so listen closely. Some status problems even affect a Pokemon's stats. For example, not only does the burn cause damage every turn, it also weakens attack power. Paralysis may immobilize a Pokemon, but it also sharply reduces speed. Knowing that, you could deliberately use a status problem to make up for your own Pokemon's weakness. But regarding of whether your Pokemon is weak or strong, whatever Pokemon you use, your love and strategy will help you win. You better not ask us a question about love and strategy, because then we read that for nothing. I told you about conditions. What? Which typo was I talking about? Attract. This has taken forever, but we will get through, and then we can have a badge. As you know, Pokemon and moves come in a variety of types. When a Pokemon is attacking, if its type is the same as its move type, the move's impact will increase to 1.5 times its usual level. For example, if the electric type Pikachu uses an electric type move, the attack will have 1.5 times its usual power. In the same manner, if a normal type move is used by a normal type Pokemon, the attack will also be 1.5 times more powerful than it would be if a Pokemon of a different type used it. Don't forget this important point. Of course, since this combination only multiplies the power of attack move by 1.5, support moves that aren't used for attack are not affected. Let's say Gengar uses a ghost type move such as Sprite or Confuse Ray. In such a case, the move's accuracy or effect will not be boosted by the identical type combination. There are also moves that inflict fixed amounts of damage. These will not be multiplied by a factor of 1.5 either. I will cover this topic in greater detail but later, so please keep this point in mind. Yes. Here's a question. Which type of move is powered up 1.5 times when used by a steel Pokemon? Oh yeah, steel. Duh. As if we needed to even think. Yes, we did listen. Unfortunately, we have to listen because we want to star. Support moves. Do you use them effectively in battle? When used correctly, they can greatly improve your chances of winning. There are a great deal of support moves. If you learn to use them properly, you could become a modern-day ninja. I'd love to be a ninja. That'd be fun. Try a move that causes status problems. If the foe becomes paralyzed, burned, or falls asleep, the battle would be much easier. For example, Thunder Wave and Confuse Ray are very powerful. As a countermeasure, you could use Safeguard to prevent status problems for 5 turns. Or you could use Heal Ball. I'm really not very good at reading, am I? I need to get better because I do want to be a teacher, so this should be good practice. Or you could use the Heal Bell to cure all your Pokemon of status problems. There are some stats such as attack, defense, and accuracy that can be temporarily affected by moves during battle. Use moves like Belly Drum and Swords Dance in your own Pokemon before attacking. These moves strongly boost attack power. To counter-attack such moves, use Haze. It will return any Pokemon stat change back to normal. However, be aware that this move will work on both your Pokemon and the opponent. It will reset stats regardless of whether the ability is up or down. 2 other moves that you may find useful are Reflect and Light Screen. Reflect halves the damage from physical attacks over 5 turns, and Light Screen halves the damage from special attacks. Ah yes, any altered stat will return to normal if the Pokemon is switched out. It may be effective to obstruct switching by using a move such as Spiderweb or Mean Look. Foresight is another good move. It returns the opponent's I've never been able to pronounce that right. Evasiveness, I'm gonna say. It's normal. Sigh, there are far too many moves for me to describe them all. Your homework assignment is to study the rest on your own. There's so much homework from this guy. Jeez. Which move restores all stats problem? Haze. It's gonna be Haze. Or not. Heal Bell. Oh yeah, because Haze was like attack and defense and everything, not stats. It's me trying to show off and I'm not even correct.
Pay attention, people, please.
When you attack, how do you choose which moves to use? Do you base your decision solely on the move power? I recommend that you consider moves that have added effects. Truth be told, they can be very convenient. For example, there are moves that give targets status problems. These moves don't just inflict damage, they also cause status problems like again, words I can't say, paralysis, poison, freezing, burn, and confusion. Dizzy Punch is a good example. Oh, I can't speak today. Dizzy Punch is a good example. It has a 1 in 5 chance of confusing the target, a very nice bonus. When certain moves such as Headbutt or Bite strike first, the defending Pokemon may flinch and be unable to respond in the same turn. Yes, this too is a type of added effect. There are also moves that inflict damage and lower stats like defense and evasiveness. For example, Sidekick has a 1 in 10 chance of reducing the target's special defense. Some moves raise the attacker's stats after inflicting damage on the target. Steel Wing is one example. It has a 1 in 10 chance of raising the user's defense. Are you getting all of this? Moves with added effects can be very convenient. I suggest you try them out yourself. I'm sorry for all the talking, guys. I think I'm gonna be here for a while. I will try and tell you prior to the video at the very beginning. Oh, what is the added effect of the move part? Oh, just snow. They say frozen. Yeah, as I was saying at the beginning of this video, I will try and put a little note that this will just be me speaking, because I'm pretty sure quite a lot of you don't just want to listen to me speak very badly, might I add, for about 20 minutes. And yeah, let's go. Pokemon moves are not only for attack, there are also those that heal Pokemon. Let me describe some to you. First, moves that restore HP include Recover, Milk Drink, and Soft Boiled. Each of these restores HP by exactly 1/2 the maximum HP. That's pretty cool. Morning Sun, Synthesis, and Moonlight are HP restoring moves that vary in effectiveness depending on the time they are used. In battle, however, these moves restore HP by 1/2 the maximum HP, no matter what time of day it is. Oh yes, there are also Leech Life, Mega Drain, Giga Drain, Dream Eater, and Absorb. These moves inflict damage, but they also return half the HP of that damage to the user, so in a way they can be considered healing moves. But it's not only about restoring HP, there are moves that get rid of status problems too. Heal Bell, for example, eliminates all your status problems for all the Pokemon on your party. The move Rest fully restores HP and gets rid of any status problem. Your Pokemon sleeps for 2 turns to rid itself of problems like burn and paralysis. Simultaneously, any stats that were affected by problems, such as a lowered attack due to a burn or reduced speed due to paralysis, will be fixed. Oh, Snorlax, good night. Oh, bless. However, even Rest can't change stats that were altered by other support moves or by other means, so attack raised by using Meditate would remain unchanged, as would accuracy reduced by an opponent's flash. Incidentally, to restore altered stats, you can either switch Pokemon or use Haze. I already described this move in my lesson on support moves. Remember? Yes, we do. Ask away, Earl. Ask away. Each move inflicts damage and restores the user's HP by half the damage inflicted. Moonlight! Oh no, we got that wrong. Even though I'm reading, I don't remember. Let's do that again. No, I'm not reading it all again. Good night, Snorlax. Which move inflicts damage and restores the user's HP by half the damage? Dream Eater. There we go, we got it right that time. Oh god, how many more have we got left? Not many, we'll do holding an item. Now everyone, did you know that a Pokemon can battle while holding an item? There are many kinds of hold items, such as those that restore HP and those that enhance abilities. Take, for example, hold items that raise the power of specific types of moves. Mystic Water and Black Belt are 2 such items. Holding these items boosts the power of a Pokemon's moves by about 10%. The key point here is that there is no link between the item and the type of Pokemon using it. Hardstone raises the power of Rock-type moves. Suppose we give it to the Water-type Pokemon, Marill. That boosts the power of Rock-type move Rollout by 10%. Be careful, according to Stadium rules, each Pokemon in your party must hold a different kind of item. Think about your strategy before you hand out items to your Pokemon. How were my lectures for the training class? Were they interesting? If you're confident, try out our tests. This will be it for now. No, it won't, because we kind of just skipped to the end. We should have done them in order. Oh well. Which type of move is powered up if a Pokemon is holding Hardstone? That would be Rock. Like a Marill's move, Rollout. Whitney in Pokemon Gold and Silver, him, Miltank, used Rollout and that. That was a bugger to kill. Like, I didn't have a very strong party back then. Because, yeah, and she used to pwn me so bad.
Let us now begin.
Do you know about set damage attacks? These moves inflict fixed amounts of damage regardless of the user's attack, power, and the target's defense. Let me give you some examples.